Hello, welcome to the chalkboard. My name is Marlise. You can call me Mars. For the next few sessions, we're going to talk about one of the favorite things that I like to talk about, procrastination. It's such a funny sort of thing, procrastination, and we end up, putting ourselves down for procrastinating, dawdling, lollygagging. I mean, I think all the words that are actually associated with procrastination are pretty funny. But procrastination can be harmful to us when we allow it to take the front seat and when we put ourselves down for what we think is procrastination. So the next few videos are going to be independent of one another, just kind of some thoughts about procrastination, how you can get through procrastination, how you can work with procrastination. And this quick video, I want to just start with a little intro. I don't know if you can see all of this. First of all, you are not alone. Everybody procrastinates, even animals. In my research, even animals procrastinate. Or maybe they're not even procrastinating. Maybe cats are just sleeping and relaxing, and maybe they just don't see a problem with not constantly producing. We as humans, we feel like we always have, oftentimes, in order to call ourselves successful, that we have to have an end result. A lot of spiritual practice is about contemplating and just being where we are, sitting under a tree. What aspects of our culture are we posing or putting on ourselves regarding procrastination as a cultural whole or even a global whole? What are we thinking that we're doing? It's important for us to realize that we're not alone. And another thing is let go of the guilt and shame. Again, you know, how many times have we wanted to just be with somebody drinking a cup of tea or, running or whatever we want to do, go to the lake, hang out. But we often think that, I can't do that because I haven't accomplished this. I haven't made enough money. I haven't, finished this task that I've been working on, et cetera, et cetera. And so we start feeling guilty and shame around that. And then we start feeling guilt because we feel guilty. We know that ultimately it's not serving us. So let's just say goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye to the guilt and shame around it. And then number three is why. And again, these are thoughts that I'm happy to expound on. And I'm also happy if there's some stuff that you want to contribute to that. That's helpful to others. So the why. Why do we procrastinate? And I wrote a few things down, like really don't like the activity. The activity itself, we just don't like to do it. For some odd reason, we may feel obligated to do it. I wrote that up here. It may be serving someone other than ourselves. We don't really feel like, we enjoy it. It's not useful for us. Whatever it is, the distractions. And, this is good information. It's important to say, why do I procrastinate around this? Is it because I don't feel in alignment with it? Is it because I'm doing it out of an obligation to something? Or it's okay to dislike the activity and do it anyway because it serves a higher good for yourself. Like, let's say, taking a class and not necessarily liking to do the homework for it, or I don't always like to work out or whatever, but I do it anyway, and then I feel great. So that's great information. We often have these ideas of perfectionism, like perfectionism can go either way. It can be like, I'm not good enough, I suck at this, or I don't think that I guess perfectionism is I could never do the best job. So it keeps us from just doing it anyway because we're constantly judging ourselves and our not only our worthiness but also our capability around it, instead of just saying, I'm going to do the best that I can, or what I have to offer is absolutely good enough. So these ideas of perfection that we can also say, Bye-bye. Bye-bye, perfectionism. The fear of success and failure, same thing-ish. We're afraid, okay, if I really do really well at this, then this is going to obligate me to do B, C, D, E, and F. Or if I really fail at it, can I go back to my quiet little this or that, or do I have to deal with the failure of it? I would love to hear some of your thoughts about some of the aspects of procrastination that you work with. But yeah, just go through your day remembering, you know what, you're not alone. Let go of the guilt and shame. Take a nice deep breath and say goodbye. Ask yourself, why do you not want to do this? What part of this perfectionism, fear of success and failure have in this? What part is obligation? And then one more, distraction. Yeah, as I was making this video, I couldn't find my earbuds, so I had to look for my earbuds, and I was almost ready to say, hey, I'm not going to do this because I can't find my earbuds. And then I get a phone call, of somebody that I've actually been trying to reach for a while. Distraction, distraction, distraction. How do you get back on track? And then maybe you're out of time, or you're simply exhausted. All of those things play a role. And not just procrastination. I want to write something really important down to leave you with. Being. How can we be in the state of being? And how is that different than the state of doing? All right. May we be well, may we be fulfilled and happy and open to challenge and curious and all of those things. So I hope some of this may help you. You take good care. All right.